Good afternoon. Oh, good evening. Good evening. I am a little late this eve today, and not coming in earlier. Let me make sure I'm not getting too much. Wonderful Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is well. Everybody is alive and hanging on in a good way. I hope everybody is being happy. I hope everybody is finding happiness. I hope everybody is learning how to process emotions and all of that. But welcome, welcome. This is Thursdays with Nicole Salah, where I talk about what's going on in our natural health and tidbits and PSAs and information to help us to get through this pandemic and more, right? To strengthen our bodies and make sure that we're healthy, make sure that we are in the place that we are called to be so that we can accomplish all of our goals and be instrumental in rebuilding, right? So we are here today a little bit late. When you see this, if you don't mind liking and sharing, I gladly appreciate it. I also put my website, it's in the description. Also, a link to the Author Central, where one of my books, I have another one coming out probably next year or at the end of this year. It's an autobiographical book called Broken. um, yes, they are broken, but I am. Yes, I just put on my oil and just this is I get it from I have in both sizes. I get this from CVS. It's called Natural Insect Repellent, Baby Gannets. I think that's called Baby Gannets, but it has soybean oil, rosemary, centinela, geranium, cedarwood, peppermint, and lemongrass oil. And so the mosquitoes is out here like stupid, but it's not. It comes out oily. It's not a mist, and so I use that and put it on, and you know, yeah, because these vampire mosquitoes, this pandemic or plague of mosquitoes and flies and yellow jackets and look like fruit flies, and they're multiplying on like mega. And so we have to be careful, right? We have to be very, very, very careful about what's going on around us and let's stay aware, right? Even the flies are biting, the ants are biting, as well as the mosquitoes. You want to be careful. You get bitten by a mosquito or any insect, you want to get some black cohosh, and you want to take like 3 to 4. You should inbox me before you do it, or your health professional if you're a heart patient, just to make sure you're taking it in the dosages opposite of your medication to make sure that coming in as a poison antidote does not heighten your prescribed drug. But if you're not having any other issues with it, like anything like that, you want to take about 3 to 4, 5 of them, like every 4 hours. If you're stung by any type of insect, it is a poison antidote, right? And you want to stay consistently drinking your water, and you want to make sure your bowels are moving because you can do all of that with a poison antidote, and then if you don't get that out right by urinating and defecating and sweating, then that poison will back up into the system, right? So we want the waste to be able to get out properly. But be aware, be careful. I know I done got bit by mosquitoes. Like yesterday, I got tore up in a horrible way. I was so mad and pissed off because I sat out here and had the oil sitting right next to me and did not follow through with putting it on. And so, yeah, I have like this one on my arm, and it's funny because now we're starting to go away. I've been putting something on, and I don't think you can really see it, but um, it's been raised up on my skin, and that mosquito bite was like a couple months old. And something different with these mosquitoes. So stay up on your immune system. And this is what I'm talking about right now. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I have to because there's so much going on, and my heart is grieved. I had to really sit and pray and unload about the things that I'm hearing, the things that I'm seeing, how divisive we're being, how ugly we're being, and it takes me back to the what would she call it? It was like a test Um, um, oh my God, I cannot believe I just had a brain fart. Um, she did the blue eye, brown eye um, testing to see and to show people how racism is actually taught, right? And that you're not born like that, but it's taught in your environment. And so when she treated the people with brown eyes as superior, as the cream of the crop, right? So the brown eyed people started to make all these comments and things like that. Yes, Jane Elliott. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Jane Elliott. And began to treat everybody else, lower than them. And then I mean they were getting hysterically mad and upset and ready to fight and everything like that. And so we have to be so careful in this time being vaccinated, unvaccinated, and causing a division in us, in our culture. We already in a country that don't really love us. I mean, let's be honest and let's be real. We love it, it doesn't love us. And they treat us away. And we allow it, to many degrees. And some things it wasn't our choice, right? But to consistently allow things and situations to come in, and divide us to where we're easily conquered and easily taken over and easily duped, right? Because we want to be the one that's on top. We want to be the one that's said. We want to be the one that's accepted by the so-called majority. So we go off on these tangents and cause division from fear and greed, right? And so this whole thing of, oh, if you're not vaccinated, you're not my friend. Oh, if you're not vaccinated, this and that and this and that. And then even on the other side, oh, if you're vaccinated, stay away from me, blah blah blah. And the best thing we need to do at this point is stick together, share information, be respectful of people's choices, right? It's reasons why people make the choices that they make. And it's not all conspiracy because majority of what a lot of people are basing their decision on is documented. And we have to understand that a lot of people have different understanding than others. And we have to respect that, right? We should not be damning people. We should not be pushing people to the left and the right. We should not. We should be standing together and saying, hey, you know what? I got these vegetables over here. I got this over there. Are you doing okay? I heard you vaccinated or you whatever, whatever. Is your body responding properly? You know what I'm saying? I may not be able to stand in your person for too long, but I want to make sure that you're okay. Do you got the proper food? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? I think that's where we should be as far as coming together to make sure that everyone is doing a certain eating and health regimen to make sure that we all are strong. Because vaccinated or not, we can catch COVID, right? Vaccinated or not, depending on our body makeup, which is all different. You can be vaccinated and still contract the virus and still die. You can not have the virus, not have the vaccination, catch the virus and die. You can get the vaccination and it does not harm you. You can get COVID and be asymptomatic and it doesn't do, oh, then you get to the point where you're not transmitting. It's a whole, it's so many variants. And we are allowing the talking heads of our government and leadership to divide us, and it is damnable to me. And I am a little irritated, at the fact that here we go again, allowing something or some people to divide us from the inside out, calling each other stupid, calling each other dumb, and all this other stuff. It's deplorable. To me, it's deplorable, and it shouldn't be. We should have learned by now that unity is better than anything else. We're stronger together as a mighty fist, right? We're stronger if we are unified. We're stronger and can get a lot more accomplished if we can get on the same page. Even though we may not agree on everything, but let's get to the place where we can be mature adults and actually have conversation and respect each other's opinion, respect each other's viewpoint without being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So I just want us to really be cognitive of these triggers that's out here that wants to get us to jump and react instead of sit and respond. Because the energy is out there. I know everybody that's listening to me and will listen to me can kind of even vouch for that. There's been some interesting energy that go around. And then if you're not careful, you look up and know and realize you've been tripping for a couple of minutes. And it's like, okay, wait a minute, what was I doing? Why was I acting like that? Well, I mean, right? And then you so stressed out. I had to realize, I said it the other day, like I told you on my last one, I sat up and then realized that I was so stressed out and didn't realize I was stressed out until I was paying attention to I didn't have a bowel movement. Not good. And so it's like when you're stretched out, even if you're suppressing your stress, you're stopping your digestion, which is your elimination, right? Which entails impacts your immune system, right? Because your gut health. And your gut is your intestine, not your stomach. Okay? So your gut is your bowel, not your stomach. So your stomach is, let me go back. Your stomach is here, a pouch. All of this right here is your intestines. It's small intestines and then large intestines. 22 feet of small intestines, unless you had surgery, right, and had some of it removed. And then it's 7 feet of long of your large intestine. So there's a lot that can hide, right? And get encrusted on the walls. And then if we don't do proper colonics and get that wall scraped and do the right eating and things like that, and we think we're doing enough, and you're just going through the middle, if you're still not doing what's necessary for your gut health, for your lymphatic system, for your immune system. And then the lining of our intestinal wall, of our small intestines, is not that strong, right? I'm making sure I'm not getting bit up. Okay? So any little crust can tear it. And then now you have fluid going into your gut, into your blood, and there's leaky gut. Now you have a domino effect of issues now going on in the body. Talked about that some time ago, right? Beginning of the year, leaky gut, leaky gut. Because if you have leaky gut, your immune system is impacted. Okay? And it's imperative that we get that together. But I want us to be safe. I won't be on here long. I wanted to go over a couple more products. If anybody have any questions, um, go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying? And put it down there, information down there, or inbox me. I have no problem, with inboxing you. I understand anonymity. But if you're not, um, if you are comfortable with putting things out there, and that's the thing too. I hate that we shame people into information, and I found myself doing that because of the energy that I was around, and that's what we're so used to. And it's a sheer form of abuse. I think I just got bit. It's a sheer form of abuse that we don't realize that we do. And instead of just saying, "Hey, this is what it is," or whatever, this is what it's not. So okay, even if you do or you don't, it's cool, right? You either with it or you're not, and that's fine, right? Y'all gonna see me be swapping these mosquitoes. They coming out for lunch for us. So I'm gonna hurry up so I can get from where I'm at because I'm not about to do this today. Not today. But I want us to be careful how we treat people. Sit in awareness about how we feel and how we're projecting how we feel. That is huge on our immune system. That is huge on our mental state, right? That's huge on how we actually get together and get in partnership and be able to have synergy to grow. This is our time to grow. This is our time to make sure that we're in alignment with heaven and in alignment with our brethren, right? But you can't have this without that, right? How can you align with one that you haven't seen and you see your brother every day and you can't get along? That's crazy, right? So We have to learn how to sit in our awareness and not run from it. I used to run from mine all the time. All the time I ran, and I hate running, right? I really wish I was a runner because I think it's such a beautiful athletic thing to do, and just the form of the body and how it does, and what the body does when you're running is absolutely gorgeous, right? But I'm just too lazy to run like that. I'll walk fast, but I won't run. But and literally in my spirit of doing things, I was a runner, and I would run and I would put my head in the sand, right? Put my head in the sand, hoping when I pull my head up, the situation will be over. That's not life. That's not adulting, right? That's called running. That's not even deliverance and things being okay. I'm about to kill this sucker, boy. 'Cause he's not about to torment me while I'm doing this. This is not about to happen. But y'all don't laugh at me. Y'all be patient with me. I just don't want to get ate all up tonight, y'all. And I guess in the evening, it's just that feeling of they touching my skin, and then the oils is and so they ain't trying to bite, but it still feels funky when they come and grab up on your body and touch your body and all that other stuff. I can't say that. But back to what I was saying. We got to be so careful in our awareness and sitting and taking the time to be aware. If we're not aware how we feel, we can't get to the root of the situation. We can't get to the root of where it started so that we can uproot it, right? And unlearn activity that got us in a position that has us stuck or making poor decisions or causing us to be in a negative feedback loop, right? Like, I like to gamble, right? Right. So if I'm out and somebody get on my nerves, right? And I'm not in the place of my mind is in a space where I say, okay, this is upsetting me, and I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to sit down. I don't want to sit down and think about it because that means I got to go through all these different things. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the casino and I'm gonna sit down there for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Win, lose. Might win big, might lose big, right? And it was all in running from sitting there and saying, you know what? This is the issue of what's going on. This is the issue of what's going on. Okay. Issues of what's going on. And this is the issue. So let's deal with it, Nicole. Let's sit down and let's handle it. Let actually feel what it is that is triggering you. Because sitting down and playing the game for 8 hours, you just wasted a whole lot of time where you could have made a whole lot of money or stimulated money to be growing and growing instead of taking a chance because you're irritated and mad and you just don't want to deal with nobody and won't face nobody, right? And so place that situation in your life into the thing. It could be gambling, it could be food, it could be weed, it could be sex, right? It could be anything. It could be driving fast. It could be some of anything, whatever it is that we look for to satiate our triggers. And so we want to sit in our awareness because if we don't, then that hits our immune system. And we're living in a time right now we can't afford to do that. We got to do everything to build our immune system up, everything. So, sitting in awareness, get that consultation, get that therapeutic work, right? Sit and talk to somebody, journal, be honest with yourself, ask yourself questions, have those hard questions, and be willing to listen to the real answers that's being given about what you're asking, right? Don't run from it. Be wise, but don't run from it. I know I'm all fidgety. I'm gonna hurry up. Okay. So, a couple of the products that I want to go back over, and these are all on my website to make sure that we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Also, I've just been releasing. There's two. I haven't put the one ad out. One I did is called Inhale Me. I should have brought some out and I did not. I'm sorry. But they're tea bags. They're tea bags of healing and cleansing herbs that you would put in either a old fashioned neti pot with boiling water, and then you flush the nostrils, right? And it pulls out. Or you put it in a pot and simmer it in boiling water and let the steam come up, cover your head, put a towel over your head, right? Cover it, and then inhale for 5 to 10 minutes. Inhale in your nose, out of your mouth. and that will, the herbs that's inside of the packet will eradicate any type of viral issue that you have going on inside of your nose or mouth, especially if you just was infected or been in a presence of, and it takes time for the virus to actually absorb into the membrane so you can catch it, right? And so they've been saying also that you can gargle with Listerine. But then there's cedar berries. The type of cedar berry that I have is of the juniper tree. And it's so close alike, right? But this is the junipers, right? But on my site it's called um, cedar berry, right? And so you want to take this and you want to squeeze like a quarter of a dropper. Let me do it. And you want to put it underneath your tongue like that much, right? And then you want to put it in your mouth. I'm sorry, y'all, I done covered up my thing. You want to put it in your mouth and you want to swish it around your mouth and swish it around your mouth. Or you want to go grab some juniper berries from the market. Or you can go around and find the trees. They're all around Michigan. You can get them for free. And when you're out and about throughout the day, like every hour that you're out, chew those berries. It will eradicate any aerosol, viral issue, bacterial issue that is a threat, okay, to our human body. Okay, all right. So that is on my website. Also, you want to make sure you have your vitamin A and D. When you take your vitamin A and D, you want to make sure you're getting your measurements from your doctor. You want to know what your number is, right? We want to stay around 100,000 IU's in our system to be in that fight mode. I think I gave you the wrong increment, but it's 100,000 of the number between 70,000 and 100,000 because the pandemic is roaring still and there's a variant. So you got to make sure that you're getting your D3. I prefer it be plant based, right? And then sunflower seed tincture that is on my website as well. I don't have it on my ankle. I didn't put oil on my ankle, but you want to make sure that you get that in, right? I say a plant D3 because it will not damage your receptor site, right? For that particular nutrient in your body. If you put something that is synthetic or not in its a proper holistic form, it can denature the receptor site and then you can be hurting yourself while you're helping yourself, right? And so you need the A and you need C, E, and K, right? And that's all to help process the vitamin D, especially if you're even outside. You want to make sure you're eating and drinking your water, right? You got to make sure your water, and not just guzzling water. You want to sip it and make sure that you are ingesting to absorb. And when you drink your fruit juices, make sure that it's non-concentrated juice, that is real fruit juice. I know people put such a stain on juices, but they have to be non-GMO and non-concentrated. Concentrated juices are full of sugar, right? That's when you taste a non-concentrated juice, it doesn't taste as sweet and you kind of feel like it's bland or don't like it. But when you do have those juices, you want to chew your juice, you want to swish it around your mouth, and you're stimulating your saliva gland so that you can process the juice because if not, it goes right through and you'll urinate like 80 to 90% of it out and you won't get the value that you need out of the juice, right? So make sure you're chewing your juice, right? So chew and say the ABCs on each mouthful, right? Okay. The other one is reishi mushroom. I love reishi mushroom. It helps to balance your sugar, glucose levels, especially for our diabetics, our type 2 diabetics. It helps to balance that. It also helps to fight in our immune system. So it strengthens all of the immunity glands, our lymphatic glands in our gut. It fights virally, right? It helps with blood pressure issues and things like that, and helps to open up in arteries and veins, right? And so much, right? And then the Shab 8. This is one of the immune stimulators that is power packed for like I think it's 8 herbs that's in here that hit every area, right? from your lungs to your liver to your pancreas to your gut, to your heart to your liver, your kidney, and your cells, and all of that in the Shed B, right? That's on there as well. And I think that's it. The Shed B. When you're taking these and you're taking herbs, you want to make sure you're only doing it 6 days a week, right? Not 7 days a week. You need to give your body time to rest. If you're doing the sea mosses, right? You want to make sure you do your sea mosses like 2 or 3 days, and then give your body like 2 days to rest the process. You don't want to over nutrient your body, right? Because you're gonna do nothing but just um, it's either going to be eliminated out through your bowel, through your sweat, or through your urine. It's going to come out. So you want to take your time and let your body absorb and get out the waste as your body does. So you have to pay attention to your body, right? So you got to make sure again your bowels are moving at least 2 to 3 times a day. That's the base. That's the base. That's the base. I would suggest you right now take a day or two and thoroughly clean out. If you got to go get um, some Cinepods, um, some magnesium citrate. Make sure you have some applesauce, your water, your prunes. Um, if you are with the sugar and all of that, some people like prune juice, but it right now, unless it is non-concentrated prune juice, then do that. But right now, you want to be making sure that you are freely flowing. And if you haven't freely flowed in a while, take a day or two and eat nothing but fruit, fresh fruit. Get you some magnesium citrate, get you some smooth move, get you some cascara sagrada, get some bio herbs on my site, cascara sagrada, strawberry leaves, Turkish rhubarb, buckthorn, so many, right? Aloe, African bitter aloe. But drink your water, eat the fruit, and stay consistent with that. Don't eat anything meat or anything meat product, and just for a couple days and allow your body to cleanse. But stay hydrated and stay eating like some applesauce because that'll hydrate your cells, and it's a whole food and it'll help you so that you're not feeling so nauseated. And if you are, eat the applesauce and have some ginger tea. You can, after you brew the tea, you can't ice it, so it does not have to be hot. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're getting that in on a consistent basis. So again, you want to stimulate and strengthen your body and get that in, right? I chose the ones, the reishi mushroom, the shed B, the cedar berries, the vitamin A and D at least. There is a stimulator pack that comes with the four, I think all four of those, except for the cedar berries and something else. I think it's plantain. Um, that helps you, and that pack should last you for like 2 months, right? If you are one person, if it's a family, about a month, about a month, right? And so, that's if you get like the 1 ounce. If you go ahead and get the 4 ounces, it lasts a little bit longer. But please take care of ourselves. Let us take care of ourselves. Let's not shun the information. Let's try. Invest in yourself, right? Investing in me to invest in yourself, you are worth it, right? Um, Pure Earth, I've been standing by them for the past 12 years. Is that 12 years? 11, 10, 11, 12 years, one of those. As long as I've had locks, and I think that's 11 years. So about that time, right? And so I've been standing by the product. I love the product. Y'all see, I'm working on my teeth now and all that other good stuff. Long story. I gave part of that last time, but I'll talk about that in depth another time. All right, but working on skin, working on body, lost weight, working on fibroids, working on um, chelating my arteries and veins and strengthening my circulation, right? My vision, all of that. And it takes time, right? And then you feel, sometimes you just don't feel like it, you don't. But that's what coaching and all of that and having accountability partners come into play. But again, I said I wasn't going to keep y'all that long. Please like and share, like and share, like and share. Also, the link is to the Author Central where you can grab my book. I think I might have the paper. I'm not sure when. I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna have the paperback until I have a real date. But you can get the ebook. You can click on there. You can follow my bloggers on there as well. I do have another book that's getting ready to come out as well. To help. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm back. My internet just went crazy. But Lakewood is a great juice, and they are pricey, but it is worth it. It is worth it, right? Or you can make your own. If you can find some good fruit, make your own. With your blender, make your own. If you have a juicer, make your own, right? So, let me say, get my mind because that just threw me off when the whole internet thing. But again, on my site, or no, the click there is for Offer Central. Follow me on Offer Central on Amazon if you don't mind. Like and share this if you don't mind, so that other people are getting information about how to stay on top of their body, how to make sure that they're not falling through the cracks, especially if they do contract COVID, vaccinated or not. There's so much going on, and there are ways to combat it, right? But fear is not the way, right? Fear will cause you to die. Fear will have you in a place where you end up on a ventilator. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? And so the things like your thyme, your rosemary, your parsley, your cilantro, your sea salt, your clove, your oregano, those herbs that are in your I call them medicine cabinet, but your spice rack is really your medicine cabinet, right? Your ginger, your what else did I say? Your ginger, your garlic, right? Your dill. All of those have nutritive effects on the body and your organs and to help you fight during this time. Rosemary, thyme, sage, all of that is oxygenating to our blood. And right now we have to make sure that our lungs are very strong. So when you do a respiration, right? And I meant to do this the other day because I want to make sure you guys understand what a full respiration is, because most of us do a lot of shallow breathing where the top of our lungs, this area comes up first and then down, right? That's improper, and you're stressing out your lungs. And if you get COVID, you're going to have a hard time because you're not used to breathing from your diaphragm, right? Unless you're like a singer or you just never was one of those people who had an issue when you were younger and learned how to misbreathe like a lot of us. So you want to push out your diaphragm on top of your belly first and inhale and pull that out, and then allow your chest to come out after, and then slowly push out your mouth so that you get some control. If you can remember what a baby looks like when they're breathing, right, when they're on their back, you want to breathe like that, and they breathe correctly. And so you want your diaphragm to open up first, then your chest to open up, and then you want to let that come out, right? And so in and then out. Take time to do that daily. Do it for 5 minutes at a time. Hold breath so that you can strengthen. Lay on your belly, right? And do that to strengthen your lungs. Plantain, Yerba Sante, mullein, lobelia, comfrey root all together. A mix can be made for you to help strengthen your lungs and get that fluid out of there so that you're not coming down with bronchitis or any type of pneumonia, right? Or fluid sitting and backing up in your body. And then taking care of your kidneys because they balance the water along with your heart, lungs. Okay? Okay. And so it's so important. There's so much to talk about. One of these days I'm gonna put out, hopefully, if y'all interested in a workshop, let me know. Please. If y'all interested in a workshop, I'll open up a free workshop for like about an hour. And it'll be the first 100 seats. I'll do it on Zoom. And let me know if you're interested. If you're interested, and then I'll inbox you and I'll have the date and time. And we'll go over herbs and things like that, like once every couple weeks. And give you information, and then it'll be a nice little closed circle where you can ask questions and if you feel comfortable, right? Because anytime you ask a question, usually you're not the only one that really needs that question answered, all right? So get on my website, please. Get on my website. Come on, guys. Get on my website and get those items. Get those items. Get those items, right? And then when you get them, when you go to order, you're going to get an email from me. And then I'm going to ask you some questions to make sure that you're getting what's specific for you. all right, so that you don't have any issues, and then how to take it specifically for your body. Okay, that's how I work. I don't like you having something, then you end up with something that you can't use and don't know how to use, right? Okay, so again, I love y'all. I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to be beautiful. I hope y'all outside in a safe space, getting this heat and sweating, letting your skin sweat and enjoy this beautiful atmosphere. Try your best not to get ate up all by the pestilence that's going on right now. Again, I don't see anything. Saki, thank you for putting that up. Y'all, thank y'all for rocking with me today. Again, like and share. I'm always going to be transparent. I'm always going to be honest. I'm not going to tell lies. If I don't know something, I don't know. And I'll go and research it and find out and come back. Or I'll send you to a person that I know and trust that has that information, right? So again, y'all be sweet, y'all be peace, y'all stay balanced, y'all stay aware. Don't allow this energy right now to get you in a place of being divisive, right? And if you are the one that's being divisive, let's be aware. Let's sit down and get over the anger of whatever it is that's getting you in this place. And 9 times out of 10, it's come from fear. And a lot of times when we in fear, anger is the easiest emotion or reaction emotion to go to. So let's be peace, y'all. Let's show love, y'all. Let's let love in our heart. And if you don't know how to do that, I promise you, inbox me. I'll help you. Right? We'll walk and counsel and talk through that. I'll pray with you, to get to a place of peace so that you can release and show you how to release some things, right? And go through certain rituals where you can release that energy in a safe way. And then learn how to put the right energy, positive things back in to replace it. Because it is a work. It's not a one dab of do, right? Okay, so thank y'all for rocking with me. As long as y'all rock with me, I appreciate it because you don't have to. You really don't have to. And again, look for the Inhale Me tea bags, right? For 2 ounces, it's 15.99. It's like 10 bags, I think, in there. Again, you boil them and then you put your face over every time you come out of from outside and coming in. You can use the tea bags up to 3 times and then discard if you one of the people that want to drink it. It may not taste that nice, but it still will be good for your body because it's all natural and it's all the herbs that's in it is wonderful for the body and restoring, right? But you can powder them up and put them in a smoothie, but you definitely gotta clean your nostrils, right? It's definitely it's for you to clean your nostrils when you come in. It's a precaution tool just to make sure you're good, right? So if that's nothing else, I'll be seeing y'all again real soon. Like and share. Take it easy. This is Nicole Salah from Ellison Holistic. Y'all have a wonderful night. Stay peace.